Hey Nick, good to have you here today with me to help me go through our Gecko range. Got quite a bit bigger actually compared to last year.
Oh yes.
We've added sizes, we've added various technologies, so we have 5 Gecko sizes now in 3 different technologies. We started off with 2 boards last year, had a late release on the 3rd size. Well, why is that, what do you think? Simply it's been such a huge success and we see a great potential in this kind of shape. So here you see the 3 different options in technology. We have an HRS version, we have a bamboo sandwich version, and our limited version featuring Integra carbon sandwich on the deck and basalt cork layup on the bottom.
The Gecko is not necessarily the fastest board in the world, but believe me, it is very, very fast. Where we said before about the Hawk being a very fast rocker line and something we used, across a few boards in our range, the Gecko is one of those boards.
Well, when I started thinking about the concept, okay, it's a new concept, so you need a starting point. And I thought, okay, what's the objective here? Okay, why not start with something I know it works, which is quick and gets you on the go quickly, as we said on the Hawk. It's our Hawk rocker line. It's proven, I know it works. So we did the first protos with that rocker. And it's pretty much the same all the way till here. And then it just adds a little bit of tail lift. What does this? First of all, when you initiate your maneuver and you step a little bit back, the board obviously turns a lot easier. Secondarily, the nice thing is we have a wider board in general. It offers you release. So actually the wide board doesn't get stuck to the water because of the rocker. So we're actually catching a couple of flies here at the same time by adding the tail rocker. Very nice. And it played out immediately, and we knew, okay, this is the way to go. On top of that, what you'll notice, obviously the boards are wide, the volumes are low, so the boards are not really thick, so you're not standing so high above the water, which gives you more balance. You see this here? It's a pretty flat deck, very comfortable to stand on, and the rails also a bit thinner. I have to admit that I was quite skeptical, because if you go too thin on the rails, sometimes you end up that the rails start catching, and that's why we kept pretty much that rail profile all the way forward to make sure that doesn't happen, and thinned out the tail. That and the combination with the tail lift is just amazing how they actually turn, and you will see that in a bit.
What I think is another quite amazing feature on the board, being that short, that wide, what it allows the board to do is its planing speed is a couple of knots slower than say the Hawk or even the Shark. What that allows to do is with the maneuverable, the more outline curve that we have, the way the board turns, goes through your turns, through your jibes, through your maneuvers. If you slow down, if you make a mistake, you sort of bounce or whatever you may do, if you're progressing in your sort of windsurfing path, the board's slowing down. Normally on certain products, the board's going to stop, come off the plane. That makes it even more unstable, more tricky. You've got to rotate the sail, pump and get yourself going. The Gecko stays planing for so much longer. It really is quite incredible. It's really enticing you to push your sailing further. And yeah, at the end of the day, makes it more fun.
The added width really makes up for making the board shorter. So it's a completely different concept than the Shark, and you just got to try it. Everybody loves it.
Another good thing is you see where we've gone from the HRS to the bamboo, obviously onto the limited edition board. We have the different foot strap inserts. Generally the people that are going to sail an HRS board are going to sail with the foot straps on the inside sections. As you progress maybe through to the bamboo and to the limited construction, maybe a more performance sailor, you're going to sail them possibly more for the middle to the outside inserts. That's allowing the board to get a little bit more up onto the fin. Also, if you're sailing the board with maybe a bit more of a blasting sail, possibly a 1 or 2, 3 cam sail, that sort of allows you to get back in a little bit more of a racy feel. More of a rotation or upright pulling sail, you're going to sail with the foot straps further in, even closer to the centre line, allowing for smoother, easier jibing as well.